happy 2010.
Happy 2010 to you.
Guess what we're going to do to start the year off?
I'm afraid to ask you.
We're going to go get our tarot cards read.
That's not starting the year off right, Danielle. You know, that's
if there's good news, it will be.
I don't know. I don't want to know the future. Do you?
Yes, so we're going to find out.
Oh, all right.
Okay, we're at Mother Nature's Emporium with Kay Berry, who is a tarot card reader, energy reader, and all kinds of things. And tell us a little bit about how you started your career in this field.
In this field, wow. I was born this way. No, lightning didn't hit me, and I didn't get, electrical shock treatment or any of that crap. I was freaking born this way. Actually, back home, a psychic grabbed me by the arm when I was 15 years old, said, I understand what you're going through, and I can help you. And, of course, teen, rebellion, blah, blah, go away from me, At 21, 22 years old, I went back to her, and I said, I'm ready now. I don't really hear things. I don't hear voices in my head or anything like that. Let's see here. You have an older male to your side that came with you, and he's screaming at me, so I have to interrupt this interview and tell you. Yes. So it would be like a father figure, an uncle figure, or grandfather figure who's passed away. I'm going to say within the last 8 years. Okay. Are we anywhere close?
Maybe.
Yes or no?
Okay, sorry. Yes, you're close.
Okay,
sure.
Thank you. That's all you have to say. You don't have to say anything more. Just yes or no. Because, again, she's within 3 feet of me, so maybe, but it's very strong male dominance.
So I might be messing with it a little?
Yes, okay. Exactly.
Do you want me to get away?
It's not going to help. You two are intertwined in your energy. It's going to take a couple hours to untwine them. Okay. I see and feel that life force in everybody's body, in everything's body, okay, past, present, or future. So if somebody passes away, they still have a residual energy left over, and I can pick up on that just right away.
The energy happens as soon as someone walks in, you pick up on it, or just sometimes you have to sort of focus in on it?
3 feet. If you walk in 3 feet of me, I know your entire frickin' history. Sorry. Yes. So what happens if you're going to stand within 3 feet of somebody who's very suicidal? It takes a lot to separate yourself from that character, or somebody who's very depressed. And you can't just blurt it out, Don't go killing yourself tonight, okay? I know how I'm going to die, and I tell everybody, But I'm never going to tell anybody else that, because you got so many variables in there,
What, you know how you're going to die?
Yes, I know when and where and how. So, yes, I avoid that place, I know at one particular point in her time, she actually thought about becoming a nurse. Okay? Yes or no?
No.
Okay. Something to do with the medical field.
No.
Younger, way younger. At one time. Okay. Then
blood's always made me kind of squeamish, so.
That's okay. Okay. So in that case, because she's told me that, that's fine. Say that. I want people to be honest with me. You've been around somebody who wanted to be in the medical field within the last 24 hours.
Part of this belief system is the transmigration of souls and karma. So this is a little bit like Hinduism, or drawing off of that?
Eastern philosophies, yeah. We incorporate a lot of Eastern philosophies in the pagan belief.
So your religion is what?
Native American pagan.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Pre-Christian. We do everything not Christian.
How tolerant are people about pagans and your own beliefs? Do you get a lot of static from people?
Yeah, the first thing the Christians start screaming is, witch, witch, die, die. I'm like,
well, there's a long tradition of that, right?
Seriously, I mean, what? Okay. I don't claim to be a witch, but okay, I've been called worse, But it all has to do with, there's 382 traditions of paganism, Wicca being one of them, Druids, Celtics. Your vibrations will clear a room, especially if you're cleansing out a room and getting rid of negativity and whatever have you, So the pitch has to do with your vibes. Again, this is all an energy type of thing, too. And you can feel it riveting and it clearing up. And
I don't know anything about tarot cards, so there's certain categories.
No.
Like you had mentioned career. Now, if I had
words or anything, yeah.
Okay, so if I had picked like relationship, you would deal me 3 more cards and read those according to like what way they're, if they're upside down. I mean, how do you read them exactly?
Upside down is negative. Okay. So pick a word.
Career.
Okay. I'm sorry. Okay. Not going anywhere for a while. So the magician is the first thing that's coming up in your past is a male. A male upside down. So there is either you have a bad relationship with your father. You don't know who your father is, but your mom and dad have been divorced for a while.
Okay. Am I supposed to
Yes or no?
Okay, no.
That's okay. And this is just pretend too, you know. But that's what I would ask people. Okay. Again, like I said, I'm picking up so many people around you. It's not going to come out right of it. Obviously, if that one came up and you were talking about love, that's a bad relationship because, as you can see, she's all depressed and you know, suicidal. And if it had come up here, that means, and it's a past card, that means you had a good relationship with somebody, and it's not that way necessarily now. He's more in tune with me than you are because you're a non-believer, or you want to be a believer. You want to be
a non-believer in what?
Well, because you're not into the, you know, the pagan culture, you're not into the psychic, you know, background and stuff. You're an outsider is what I would call you.
So Gary, how was your experience in there?
I thought it was fascinating. I love hearing other people's viewpoints, especially about spirituality. And although I felt a little creeped out at some points when she talked about what she could sense.
Who was that man on your shoulder?
That creeped me out a little bit, to be honest with you. I don't know, or I'd rather not say, maybe for the camera. What do you think?
I thought it was interesting. I was hoping for a little more of a reading, but I guess since this, you know, your aura is intertwined with mine, and she just couldn't separate them today.
The camera's not going to work, I think, with this sort of thing. But what else? What else is going on this weekend?
Well, for New Year's Eve weekend, I would suggest going to see a comedian, so you can laugh your way into the new year. Jeff Caldwell is coming to Jukebox Comedy Club. I've seen him before. He's a really funny guy. He's very intelligent and very clean for as far as comedians go. He has a joke about Go-Gurt that I hope he'll tell.
Okay.
And then Pat Kilbane is coming to Mason City Limits. This guy majored in French, so, and then he once he finished his degree, he went off and became a comedian. He was actually in an episode of Seinfeld in 1996, so that's his claim to fame. What else is going on?
Okay, you've got America's Got Talent runner-up Barbara Padilla will be performing at 5 Points, Washington, 7 p.m. With Heartland Festival Orchestra. She wowed judges. I mean, the judges just loved her.
With what, though? What's her talent?
Opera singing. She had this personal struggle with cancer. She was supposed to never be able to sing again, but somehow, by a miracle, she was able to sing in spite of the radiation treatments.
So that'd be an uplifting show for the New Year's.
Very uplifting show for the New Year's. That's what's going on.
Happy New Year.